If you're tired of having just way too many remotes, then this is the video for you. Check this out. I have tons of remotes, one for each device. It is so confusing. It is a waste of batteries. So no more. No more of this insanity. Here we have the solution, a universal remote. And I actually have two of them. So let's find out which one is best for you. I got the new drip from Sofabaton, the U2 and X1 universal remote. By the way, if you're interested already, then check out the product links in the description. I will list and link the best deals for you. And now let's check it out. So here we have the boxes all wrapped up. So let me get rid of that. 1 and 2. Look at that. Beautiful. Whoops. There we go. So we have the U2 and the X1. Let's start with the front. We have this on the side, branding on the other side. Top is blank, this on the bottom. And we have this right here on the back. So let's open up these boxes, and here we have the U2. So it goes without saying that the boxes and also the packaging style and all of that good stuff is very similar. So on top we have the paperwork, and then we have the remotes. And wow, look at that. Both of them look really nice. We have the more standard U2 remote right here. There are batteries included. 2 AA batteries, and other than that this box is empty. And here we have the X1. Ooh, wow, this one feels really nice. Wow, I didn't expect that. This one feels like a regular remote, you know, kind of light and, you know, like a remote. But this one has some weight to it. This one feels hefty and valuable. Great experience. And then we of course have the accessories and the hub down here, more paperwork. So we have the hub that's responsible for the communication between the devices and the remote. Nicely wrapped up, super shiny as well, wow. Bling bling. And of course cables and the power brick. So let's get right to it, to all the accessories and the manuals. So I will start with the U2. We can get this one out of the way extremely fast. There is just the paperwork, just a manual, just like that. There we have it. And for the X1 we of course have quite a bit more. We have 2 cables, one for the power brick to power the hub, and the hub of course is also an accessory. So we have the top right here. It's kind of hard for the camera to focus because it's so shiny. This is what it looks like from the side. From all the sides. Oh, I missed a little piece. We can also wall mount it, as you can see, and that's the bottom. And here we have all the connections. Then we have the brick with all the specs and features right here, and it's just a regular USB-A power brick. And then here we have the communication cables with the sensors, or the you know the IR blasters, for example. And these are audio jacks, and you just plug them into the hub. Great cable length to it, so you can position them perfectly wherever you need them. And for the X1 we also have this card right here, quick start guide basically. And then of course also a detailed manual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there we have it. Done with the unboxing. Let's get to my first impressions, and then of course to a close overview. So here we have the remotes. First of all, let's power up the U2. 2 AA batteries, so this will last a long time. Like to see that. Like it way more than the AAAs. So this will last at least a year or longer, maybe 2 or 3 even. And right here we have a screen that is still protected, so let's remove that. Beautiful. And here we have the remote. So again, the standard one looks and feels like a normal remote. And then here we have the more refined and high-end one. Feels really nice when you pick it up. It's just amazing. You actually need to feel this yourself. And also, as you can see, this is gloss black except for the back. Back is matte, but the X1 is matte black all the way around. So yeah, let's take a close look. Starting with the U2 remote, we have the TV button and a nice scroll wheel right there. Feels great. Then we have the joystick, up, down, volume rocker, home screen, all that good stuff. And that's the rest of the layout with the numpad and all of that stuff, all of that good stuff. Branding on the bottom, and again, glossy finish on the top. This is what it looks like from the side. So as you can see, it's formed quite ergonomically, very detailed. Like to see that. Also quite visible from the back. We do have rubber pads right here. So when we put it somewhere, That's the resting position. Then right here we have the IR blaster side and the shape from the other side. Compared to regular remotes, of which I have way too many, as you can clearly see, it's looking way nicer. But then again, we have the X1 taking it to a whole other level when it gets to the niceness, the epicness. So yeah, we have the front with the display, off and back button, and also then we have this. Oh, it came on, which is a scroll wheel, and on the U2 this is, you can click it. Scroll wheel, and you can also press it. So then we have the ring dial, also a button in the middle, and I really like the design choice of not giving it arrows. It looks so much better and so clean. And then we have the rest of the remote. So we have the usual volume rockers, forward, backwards, home button, settings, back, and oof, these buttons feel amazing. On the bottom we have the charging port. This is it from the side, so it's not as ergonomically shaped as the U2. Actually, these chamfers, it's feeling really nice in the hand as well. This one is just perfect. This one is actually perfect. So in terms of the ergonomics, this is very, very nice. But overall, I like this one a bit better. But yeah, definitely both of them are superb remotes in comparison to standard ones. Not bad, right? So let's check out the app and then of course test them. The hub is plugged in, powered up. Here we have the remotes. Here we have the app. The publisher is sofabaton.com. Let's open up this app. And first of all, of course, let's sign up. Let's enter the code and go. So let's start with the U2. Give it all the permissions, allow. And for pairing it, okay, we gotta press the minus and the E. Just like that. Okay, and of course upgrade the firmware. That's always for the best. All right, seems that this won't take too long. Okay, almost there. And there we go. All right. Oh, it's still active. Okay, so let's connect to it. Perfect. The app is as simple as that. On the 3 dots we will get to here. So we have the About section, a video tutorial, the FAQs, customer support, and also settings. Light up while holding it. Oh, I didn't even notice, but even this one has a screen. Look at that. Up here it says add a device. Remote screen timeout 5 seconds. Can you see it? Add a device. So back to the main menu. So yeah, let's add a device. We can go infrared or Bluetooth. Let's try that. We can either search a device or we can also learn one. So if you have a mainstream TV, you won't have any problems. Oh wow, that is quite an extensive library right there. That is crazy. DVD players, TVs. But let's also try learning a command. So right here and right here. Okay, so we have the TV on off. And now let's, oh, that's cool. Wow, that is so simple. Next, we have the TV. Yes. Next, done. Okay, so we can turn on and off the TV now. Let's also learn volume up. Okay, volume down. Okay, you can also do this fast, in a fast manner. Back button. We can also relearn it, this one. Home button, of course. Oh, I get it. Settings right here. Oh, yes. And now what I want to do, I actually have another remote, this one right here. And with this one, I want to learn this button and this key. Oh, yes, that is so cool. So with this button now, I can turn on and off the sound bar. So device name, TV 2, next, done. Okay, so the first TV, that's trash. Ah, this is amazing. So you can learn it, a complete remote basically. Give it a name and then it will pop up here. So maybe now you can see better. So TV, TV, TV2, right? So with this you can switch through the remotes that this multi-remote has learned super fast. And as you saw, the TV2 profile is now actually a multi-profile. So you can also splice remote controls on one profile basically, which is mind-blowingly awesome. And I also have a third remote for another pair of speakers. So let's add another one. So we have the on button right here and also plus, minus. So as you can see, this process is going really fast. And lastly, the mute button. Nice. So next, let's pick this one. It's like a radio. We have the speakers. Let's go. So this will be the third entry. And now we have the moment of truth. So we can scroll through the profiles. TV2. Let's turn on the TV. And let's turn on the soundbar. Actually, this just turn it off and on the green light. Can you see the green light? Yo. How amazing is that? And lastly, the speakers. Down here we have the speakers right there. As you can hear, they're currently active. Oh yes! The TV is currently on, but due to the polarizer, you know, there we have it. Let's turn off the soundbar and the TV. Yo. And when it's firing, it will look like this. And again, the wheel cycling through the programs. So this is great. So the U2 is great already, but let's take it to the next level with the X1. So let's do it. Set up a new hub. It's already connected. That's right. Let's see if the light is blinking. Oh, we need to press and hold this for 3 seconds, the button. 1, 2, 3. Ah, yeah, now it's blinking. This is a very dim light, but I can see it just a bit. You can see it in the app as well. X1, that's the hub. And now let's connect to the Wi-Fi. Let's see. So let's move that aside. So we have the hub and the X1. Oh, and there we already go. So let's connect to a hub and again, update, that's important. I just learned the remote, everything that the other remote could do and more. So we can go through the menu right here. We have the back and the home button, of course. We have the menu right there, home button. So I can control the TV. I can also turn it on and off. And now look at that. With the red button, I can turn it on and off, you know, with this one. Then look at the green light. With the green button, I can go for the green light, which means aux input. And with the blue one, I can go for the Bluetooth one. So aux, green, and blue, Bluetooth. So again, this is a dual, well, a hybrid program for the TV and for the box. Super lovely. We can also trigger all the programs, well, all the learn stuff in the app. So check this out. This was stupid actually. Anyways, so I will show you on the speaker again. So we can do it on the app as well and to the Bluetooth. So that is also super handy. And by the way, this remote actually has its own menu. So we can go back right here. So we have activities, devices and set. So on the set, we have the sync, LCD sleep, restart, firmware version. Then we have the devices. So I have the TV and the box. Here we can also execute all the learned things with this button, and we can also go to the activities. So let's create one. So I created this test activity, but check this out. This is actually so complex and in-depth, so this would completely blow up the scope of this video. You can configure short presses, long presses, you can go for macros, for startup settings or sequences, keys favorites, macro keys, add one, add a command, duration, hold for 2 seconds, like confirm. It's absolutely immense what you can do and what you can configure. So with this, you can control multiple devices with just one click, start them all up, for example, or switch a certain setting or turn them all off again at once with just one sequence. So that is just crazy. And lastly, on the Me segment, this looks a bit different now. So we can share the code base. We have an API interface, and we also have the settings for the hub. So yeah, with the X1 you can play around for hours on end and really make your setup and your command chain perfect. The U2 is great for beginners, and this one is for intermediates all the way up to pros and experts. Both of them get a big fat thumbs up from my side. These remotes are amazing. So to recap, the more traditional remote is of course the U2. This one is quite a bit cheaper too. Super ergonomical, you can add up to 15 devices. You will also get the companion app, and it also supports Bluetooth and infrared. Then on the other hand, we have the X1. This is an absolute powerhouse. It's of course a way more advanced. This is a bleeding edge. Right here you can add up to 50 devices. It supports Bluetooth, infrared and also Wi-Fi. And with the app you can get quite creative with this one. You can create macros, for example, and so on. Compared to the U2, which works standalone basically, the X1 will utilize a hub that you can position perfectly to reach all devices, and the remote itself will actually only communicate with the hub, and the hub will communicate with all the devices. So you will always have optimal transmission wherever you are. Another plus for the X1, and it is of course smart home ready, so definitely worth the higher price tag. Both of them are of course super handy to have, and I myself, I would take any of them all day in exchange for all my other remotes. This right here is one of the best life hacks if you have a lot of entertainment devices. A massive quality of life improvement right there. Both of them have great build quality, feel very nice in the hand, especially the U2 is extremely ergonomically formed, and the X1 with the extra weight, it just feels amazing. Both of them are definitely trippy. Check out the product links in the description if you're interested. I will list and link the best deals for you. But before you go, smash that like button, then subscribe, ring the bell and click all to never miss amazing tech magnet videos. That's it for this one. Enjoy your day and I will see you soon.